Hey guys, welcome back to the Homespun Hive. I'm Shelby, and today I want to share with you guys how we take care of our chicks. So I'm going to take you guys along on a normal day with our chicks.
Okay, so first thing in the morning, I just go in and check out the chicks' water. It's almost always full of shavings, so I just give it a good rinse, maybe a scrub, and refill it. Then I'll grab their food and refill it with some dry feed. These are our few-day-old chicks, so I'm not feeding them fermented feed just yet, just some dry feed.
Oh, you are behind there. There you go.
We currently have some older chicks in the brooder next to those younger chicks, so I feed them the fermented feed in the morning too. I just take out their dry feed and put some in this little lid. If you're interested in learning about fermented feed and how you can do it and why you should do it, I will include a link down below for that blog post as well as a video that I have for it.
Hello. Please go back in for now.
Part of my daily routine is also keeping up with that fermented feed, and you can see here it just takes a couple minutes. I'm just going to put some more feed in there and then grab some water, swirl it around, put the lid on, and it'll be set for tomorrow. Something else that I'll do daily is check on the chicks' health. This looks like checking their little backsides and making sure that there's no dried waste on their bums. That would be called pasty butt, and it can lead to a potentially lethal sickness where they would be backed up and not be able to excrete their waste, which would cause them to die. So we like to check that. I like to check their feet, make sure there's nothing stuck on their feet, check their eyes, that they're bright, and just make sure that they're not looking lethargic or anything, that everyone's active and happy and wants to eat. And I also do a head count every morning. Just count them. I don't know. It's just something that I do.
We just got these little chicks a couple days ago. These are a lot younger than these bigger girls next door. And for our chicks, I do have some supplemental heat. This is just a 25-watt incandescent light. It's really small and it provides a little bit of heat, but not much. This is what we use for our other chicks with the heating pad. And when we got our other chicks, it was just the beginning of April. So it was a lot cooler in this room, and I just wanted something a little extra for them. And so what we like to do is set up a heating pad and then use like a box and kind of just make, like, I call it a hotel, just put like a little hotel in there for them. I feel like it mimics the mother hen really good. I know you can get heat plates that have like the heat that comes down from the top and the chicks go under there, but those are really expensive. So this is just what we got for now. And they seem to like it a lot. I think it gives them a good break from all the news sights and sound to just go in and be somewhere dark and quiet and warm and feel like that would reduce stress.
So a few hours after adding that fermented feed into the brooder, I just go and empty it out back onto the ground in the brooder for them to scratch through, and then put some more dry feed in. And then while I'm here, I'm going to check on their water, and it looks pretty dirty, so I'm just going to go outside and dump it right into our planter. This is something that happens at least 2 or 3 times a day. And next, at some point during the day, as long as the weather is warm enough, I'm going to bring the chicks outside into this little run that we built. It's just PVC pipe and bird netting. It's definitely not predator proof, so it's something that you need to supervise your chicks in when they are in it. Right now they're in the garden while I'm doing some garden work, so that's fine with me. And if you are going to bring your chicks outside, you do need to consider their age and what the weather is and things like that, because the chicks shouldn't be away from heat for too long when they're so young. And about every 2 to 3 days, I'm going to go into the brooder and clean it out. So that looks like me taking the food and water out and anything else that's in there. And I just like to scoop out about maybe 2/3 of the shavings and put it into a little container to put into our compost. I definitely find that I have to do this more often for the older birds, and more often if I don't get them outside as much. So I think this is something that's going to vary for every person and the situation that their chickens are in. I don't think there's any hard and fast rules on cleaning out a brooder or anything like that. And I'm going to do pretty much the same thing with the chicks, except because they're so small, I don't find that I have to do it quite as often, but I just keep an eye on it. If it starts to smell or if I see waste building up, then I know it's time to do it. And so because we're using the little heating pad in there, I just like to wipe it off with a paper towel and add that into the container that has the dirty shavings from the other brooder, and then put some fresh shavings down, which they all kick out anyways, and put their little hotel back on. And after some time outside and a good clean out of the brooder, the girls like to settle down and take a little nap in the afternoon. No chicken's day would be complete without some treats from the garden. Here we have some fresh greens, and don't forget to give your chicks some grit if they're getting something else besides chicken feed. And for the little chicks, I will start giving them treats, I don't know, like around 2 weeks, but that for the little guys, that just looks like grass clumps from the garden with dirt on it. I don't give them any foody things like that yet.
Well, thanks for watching, guys, and hanging out with me while I show you what we do with our chicks on a daily basis. Don't forget to hit subscribe and see what we've got coming next. This is Rhoda, our little Rhode Island Red. She is probably like the most calm chick that we have. She doesn't really mind being picked up. She'll just kind of like stand there and let us pick her up. So I thought I'd hold her, huh? Oh yeah? You want to go back to your friends? Let's go back. Yeah, I'm gonna put this one back.